to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all how I created this look right here. This is my everyday glam look. I am just so obsessed with it. I think this is just like perfect for really any occasion or any occasion that you feel like you would want to tone down your makeup a little bit and have it a bit more natural. This is kind of like my go-to look right here. I am so obsessed. If you guys want to see what I use, just keep on watching. All right, everyone, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into the video. So for my base, for my face, I'm gonna be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, Primer, and Moisturizer Duo today. I actually haven't used this in a while, and I feel like it works amazing. It's kind of like a two-in-one type of deal, so you don't have to worry about putting moisturizer and primer on separately. It's just all in one here. It also has hyaluronic acid, so it helps to kind of like minimize any fine lines and wrinkles on the face and help to moisturize your skin so your makeup can last all day. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. Pump a little bit on my fingers. And I'm just going to be applying this all over the face because we want it to be equally distributed on the face. And now that we got our moisturizer and primer on, I am going to go ahead and do my brows. I know some people might think like, okay, we don't need to do our brows if it's like an easy everyday glam. But like doing your brows, I feel like helps to kind of shape your face. So that's what I like to do. I always like to do my brows if I'm going to do anything to my face, any type of makeup. So this is like a must for me. But if this is a step that you feel like you don't really need as much for your makeup, then you can totally skip it, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I use to kind of do a quick easy brow. Today I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer, and this is in the shade medium brown, and I'm going to be using this to do my brows today. And what I like about this product is that like more of like a thicker application, so I kind of like this one a bit more. Like if you're more like kind of like in a rush, in a hurry, and you kind of just want to put a little bit something on your brows, this is really good because it's not as precise. So we're gonna go ahead and use this. So when I do my brows, I always like to kind of just brush my hairs into one direction, and then I always like to use the brow product first towards the middle to end of the brow. So I am just going to kind of go ahead and work the product right here, kind of like in the arch area of the brow. And just kind of just shade in the areas where I just want a bit more fullness to the brows. And it's mainly for me at the end of my brow, and that's where I want the most product. If you want more of like kind of that natural brow look that's not as harsh and just great for every day, this is kind of the technique I would use. See, I like kind of distributing the product through with the spoolie throughout the brow, just so we add some product just a little bit towards the front of the brow. Like I said, I don't want it so harsh, just since this is like an everyday type of makeup look. I don't want something too glam, you know, just something that looks like my brows but a bit better. So that is what we're gonna do. You kind of just can go back and forth, you know, just to see exactly what kind of look you want after you start applying. So for me, I feel like this is done. I'm going to also clean it up a little bit with my concealer, but I feel like this brow is done, so I'm going to go ahead and do my other brow. So now that we have our brows filled in, I'm going to go ahead and clean it up with my concealer and use my NYX concealer to go ahead and clean up my brows. Of course, you can use any concealer you'd like or foundation to clean them up. I'm just going to go in with this product and use my concealer brush. I'm using the MAC 212 brush to go ahead and clean up my brows. Literally just go like all around the brow, to just clean up any harshness. Just so it's like more uniformed. And it just obviously looks a lot better when your brow is a lot more shaped than when it's not. That's if you're going for a more shaped brow. Like if you want more of like a fluffy brow look, of course you can do more of that type of look. Just really whatever you're going for, but this is kind of personally how I do my brows for like every day. It's just simple, it's not dramatic, and it just works, you know? So that's what I love. Okay, and then I like to go back in with the spoolie again to just kind of like brush the hairs up a bit towards the front. Disperse more of that product just so it like blends more naturally and it's not as like harsh. I'm also going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow wax as well to go ahead and just kind of lay my brows in place, just so I know the product that I put on my brows will last a long time and it won't go anywhere. So just applying it like so. So with the brow hairs a little bit towards the front, just so it gives more of like that natural effect. So just like that, the brows are done, and now we're moving on to the eyes. So I like to prep my eyes with like some eye base or something that I know will hold on the shadow for a very long time. So I like going in with my Primerizer Paint Pot by MAC. Use any eyeshadow base really that you enjoy or prefer. So I need to get another one of these because I go through this like crazy. So yeah, just apply that all over your eyes like so. This is like a necessity for me all the time because otherwise the shadows just look very dull when you don't put like a base first. It just helps so that the color shows a lot more vibrant. So now that we have our eye base on, now we can go in with eyeshadow. And I like to use an eyeshadow palette that's very like neutral, nothing so like crazy. I want something that's just perfect for every day. So I like to stay with like a lot of warmer colors, like browns and light browns, and using like nice transition shades because it just kind of gives a nice pop to the eye. So the palette I am going to be using today is this one from Too Faced. I'm going to be using the Teddy Bear palette. Super cute palette, very compact, and I just love the shades. They're just perfect literally for every day, and just someone that likes very simple tones on the eyes. So this is kind of what I mean for like natural for me at least. I like going in with shades like this. I think they're just really easy to work with and they're very pleasing for an everyday type of makeup look. Kind of set my base. I'm going to go in with this shade right here just to kind of prep or kind of set in my base. This is called Bear It All in the palette. So I'm just going to be taking a nice fluffy brush, really like anything like this, to go ahead and apply that on the eye and literally apply it all over the eye. It's just kind of to set in that base that you applied, because this is also going to intensify the shades on the shadow further. So I always like kind of doing this step as well. It just kind of opens your eyes and makes it look a lot more vibrant. I go ahead and use this shade in the palette. This is called The Snuggle Is Real. It's like a nice light brown. And this I'm going to concentrate more on the crease. So yeah, more up top. And I'm going to go in with the shade 2 times around. So this is my first layer, and then I'm going to go ahead and add another layer on top. Like I've said before in my previous videos, I love Too Faced shadows because I feel like they're just very easy to work with and they blend pretty nicely as well. So if you're like a beginner in makeup, or you just don't really know how to use makeup or how to apply eyeshadow, I really suggest you using Too Faced first, like the Too Faced palettes, and play around with those palettes. Like you will like really enjoy the quality of the shadows because they're just Just so easy to work with, and love their shadows. I have so many of their palettes and I'm super pleased with them, and just love the color and varieties that they come out with. So highly recommend. Now we're gonna go in with the color Sharing is Caring. This one's more of like a nice mocha kind of shade in the palette. That I'm actually gonna put a little bit on the crease as well, using just the same brush, something that's nice, like just a nice brush for blending. I'm using the Morphe M441 brush, and I'm also gonna concentrate this on the crease just a little bit below that first shade, not as high. So directly beneath that first color, the first crease color that we used. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and do another layer. Slowly but surely getting put together. Okay, so next shade we're going in with is, whoa, this palette is so small. Okay, so we're also gonna go in with like this peachy pink shade as well. This is called Embarrassed. We're gonna go in with that shade. Also apply this a little bit more on the outer edge of the eye. So like right here. I really like these colors. I think they complement a lot of people. And then they just, like these shades, I feel like just kind of like wake up your eye. So yeah, I really like these tones in this palette. Okay, so that was more like on the outer edge. Just kind of blend the top part a bit. Okay, so we're also going to go in with this lighter brown shade too here. We're going to go in with that color on the outer edge as well. It's called Mama Bear. We're going to take more of like a detailed brush like so to kind of apply that again on the outer edge of the eye. And kind of take another brush to kind of like blend out the edges on top too. So we're also going to go in with a deeper brown. We're going to go in with Fuzzy Wuzzy on the outer edge to kind of just give a little bit more definition on the eye. Concentrate that color to the outer edge and crease. So focusing this color like right around this area with that same brush. Just kind of giving more like of a shape to the eye and just more definition. So for the lid, we're going to go ahead and use this color right here in the palette. This is called Press Pause. Go ahead and use this shade just to kind of give some glitter. And it's like kind of like a pink shimmer. And I'm using, this is the Real Techniques Instapop shade brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply that glitter on the lid. I'm gonna go ahead with those brown shades again, Press Pause and Mama Bear, to just kind of fix the outer edge a bit, to have that nice and blended. Just since when we applied that lid color, it kind of took it away a bit. So I'm just blending those shades that we put there on the outer part of the eye. Just blending that over again. Okay, and then just taking another brush to kind of just blend those outer edges. Okay, so our eyes are pretty much done. Now we're gonna go ahead and go back to the face and use our foundation. And today I am gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is actually one of their newer foundations. Really, really nice on the skin. I love like that glow it kind of gives to the skin. It's very natural, but yet very satin on the face. So I really, really like this foundation. Today I'm using the shade 7 Neutral. It's a little bit warm on me, but I happen to kind of make it work with my concealer and all that. So yeah, we're going to be using that today. I like to just kind of shake up my foundations just so it's nice and easily dispersed before I apply it on my face. And my foundation brush today is going to be the Beauty, I believe this is the Beauty Creations Pro Sculptor brush. So I'm going to be using this brush today. And just applying this on my face. So ready for summer, guys. Like, I cannot believe we're already in March. Like, where did the time go? Like, whoa. I cannot believe we're already gonna be March. It's crazy. Wow. Next thing you know it will be spring. And the weather here where I live is just like every day it's been different. It's like some days it's really warm, some days it's really cold. It's like you never know what to expect. You kind of pretty much have to be prepared for like anything, any type of weather here. You gotta have all the type of clothes. Like you can't just have summer clothes here. Nah, you gotta have all 4 seasons. You gotta have jackets, you gotta have coats. You gotta have jeans, shorts, because you never know what you're gonna get around in the DMV. For today, I'm gonna be using the Dose of Colors concealer. Love this concealer. It's very high coverage and it just looks very nice on the face as well. I'm gonna be going in with the shade Light Medium 14 on my face. And kind of like no specific really technique on where to put your concealer, just really wherever you want some extra coverage. I like to concentrate it more on the under eyes because it kind of gives a nice brightening effect on your under eyes and it kind of helps to just pull your face forward. So yeah, these are the areas I mainly put my concealer. And then I'm going to be going in with the Beauty Creations Tapered Kabuki brush to get in and blend in my concealer. I just like to just gently, nicely pat this in, just so it's like nice and seamless. So you can kind of just see a nice transition from the concealer to the foundation. It's very important to just gently pat in like your foundation and your concealer, just so you can go ahead and get the ultimate coverage on your face. And put some concealer on my nose as well. So I'm also going to go ahead and put some powder to kind of set in that concealer on the face. Today I'm going to just go ahead and use the Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder by Charlotte Tilbury. This is in the shade Medium. I love how just like seamlessly this powder sets the foundation, and I feel like go really well with their foundation as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. That just to kind of set the concealer. I just feel like using a product like this is just kind of like easy and like quick, because you can just throw this in your purse throughout the day and touch up as needed. And it kind of just gives a little bit more of that extra, gives like just a little bit more extra coverage in certain areas as well if you need it. I'm also just going to go in with my MAC Fix Plus also, just to kind of like make it less powdery a bit. Kind of like set that in, and then we're gonna go in with my favorite contouring stick. This is the Makeup by Mario sculpting stick in medium dark. I'm gonna go ahead and use that to kind of just sculpt. You can definitely skip this. I think this is also a very like easy product to use because, you know, this is also something you can just throw in and use throughout the day. Like, it's not messy. It's very compact. So I would highly recommend something like this if you're going in for something natural and enhances the face a lot better. Just mainly gonna have the contour on my face and just a little bit of bronzer. It just kind of helps to sculpt the face. It just kind of helps to give a nice healthy glow to the face too. You can totally skip this step if you like. But I just feel like it's necessary. Like, we need a bit of contour in our everyday type of makeup routine. Like, we kind of do, guys. Like, we can't be looking so dull. Oh, it's totally up to you. This is just like how I roll. Okay. This is how I roll. I'm just blending out my contour as usual with my Rare Beauty concealer brush. Just using this to blend on my nose area. We're also going to go ahead and jump into this palette. Very, very gorgeous, super glowy and natural for the skin. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Universe Unlocked palette. So we're going in with this guy. I'm actually going to go ahead and use the bronzer in the palette. This bronzer is a little bit different than like normal bronzers. It has more like kind of like a shimmer and glow effect to it. So I'm actually going to use this. I think it will look really great for the type of makeup look for today, since you know today is like an everyday kind of glam. I'm just using my Morphe M53 brush to go ahead and apply that on the face. And I'm just gonna focus right here. Just kind of give an added effect to that contour. Going too crazy with it, just lightly dusting this in the areas where I apply the contour. So yeah, I'm actually going to be going in with a new product that I've just got. This is the Loreal Los Angeles Blush Aesthetic Palette. Super, super gorgeous colors. I feel like these colors are just going to be beautiful for the upcoming springtime, for summer. Just very nice, kind of everyday type of shades. So I'm going to be going in with these colors here. I'm going to be focusing more on Tiger Lily and Chateau Rose. I'm going to mix those like lighter pink shades in the palette today on my cheeks. So I'm just going to be using my e.l.f. brush. This is the e.l.f. Duo brush. And just mixing in those two shades. And I'm applying directly above the bronzer. Y'all know I love my blush. So yeah, I'm just applying a little bit on the bridge of the nose as well to give more of like of that flushed effect. Okay, so now we're going to go in with this shade right here from the Hourglass palette. This is the Strobe Powder Solar Strobe Light shade, and we're going to go in with this because it's just going to give a nice healthy glow. We're all about healthy, all about the glow today. And just applying this on the face, applying this on the tops of my cheeks, just anywhere where you want that extra glow. On the ball of my nose, top of my lip, a little bit above the brow, bridge of the nose a bit. By the way, this is the Morphe R36 brush. I'm using this brush right here to apply that. I'm also gonna put some on the top part of the brow. And in the inner corner, we're gonna use this shade on the inner corner of the eye as well. We just want everything to be like very cohesive and fresh. And I'm picking up another flat brush to put on the inner corner. So let's go ahead and do the rest of our eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and put mascara on, and curl my lashes, I'm going to be using one of my favorite mascaras. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I just love this. I just love this mascara so much. It just really helps to lengthen my lashes as well as give that volume as well. So, tearing up my heart and soul. I randomly sing sometimes. Okay, don't judge. Do not judge. I have nothing but love for you. Do your thing, boy. We're also going to put like a little bit of shadow on the bottom part of the eye as well. The main shades I'm going to be using on like my lash line is going to be The Snuggle is Real and Sharing is Caring. I'm going to be using these two shades right here. And I'm just going to be using the Morphe M330 brush and the Morphe M574 brush to work on the lower part of my lash line. Going in first with The Snuggle is Real. You just want everything to just tie together. I'm gonna go in with Sharing is Caring. Apply that all over the lash line. Okay, so then we're also going to put a little bit of Mama Bear and Stuffed, these two shades right here, those two browns. And we're just going to go ahead and mix those two and focus this more on like my pencil brush and focus this more on the outer part of the eye. Also jumping in a little bit with Fuzzy Wuzzy too. Today I'm going to be using the Benefit Roller Liner, and I'm pretty sure this is almost done, but I'm going to use as much of it as I can on my eye. This is like pretty much running low, but yeah, I kind of just want to do something a bit more soft. Soft on the eye, so that's why we going in with brown. Usually I always go in with like my black liner. Alright, and then you can leave like the look like this. This looks very natural and everyday. But of course I'm going to go in with lashes and of course a lip color. All right, so BRB. Okay, so today we're going to be using the So Wispy Kiss Lashes in Pompadour. These lashes are so natural and I feel like they're just great for every day. I love Kiss Lashes. If y'all haven't tried Kiss Lashes, you definitely should because their lashes are just bomb.com. I really love their lashes. So I'm going to be using those today. They're a bit more wispy out on the ends, but still very glam and everyday. Okay, now that we got our eyelashes on and popping, we're going to go ahead and move on to the lip color for today. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with the Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude Lip Liner. I am going to go in with this first to just line my lips. I'm going to go in with like more of like a nude shade today. My lips have been super dry lately, so do not judge my cracked lips right now. Now that we have lined our lips, I'm going to go in with our lip shade today, which is going to be the Loreal Los Angeles Liquid Lipstick in the shade Spicy Pink. We're going to use that today. Okay, so this isn't as much of a nude as I thought, but this is going to complement the look really well, actually. Just blend. Pretty color. The lipstick seems very like smooth on the lips as well. It's not as bad. Okay, and we're actually going to go in with a little bit of gloss too. I'm going to use the MAC Cosmetics Nymphette lip gloss as well. to get some shine on the lips because, you know, I'm a lip gloss fiend. I love lip gloss. To finish off the makeup look, we are going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I love this setting spray to just give a nice lasting finish on the skin, and just spray this all over. And this setting spray like literally smells like cherries. It smells so freaking good. And so this completes the final makeup look. I love this type of makeup look for every day. I feel like this is just a great look for any occasion, especially if you're just looking for like an everyday type of glam. I think this is just a great go-to. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like this video and show some love down below and comment what you would love to see next for me, what you love from this video, or any questions you have. I would love to hear that down below. And please make sure to subscribe as well to this channel. I would love to have you all part of my fam bam. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.